Traders, Bitcoin does what Bitcoin wants to do. And we see that here beautifully. Yesterday's video talked about our liquidity building white, beautiful liquidity building, and our buy and bullish move off of our strong buying white. Just take a look at that white. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3 beautiful taps and proof, and on the buy side as well. And here we are finding the all-time high of 111, almost 112,000. Who knows where we're headed next? But we do have a little bit of an understanding. Let's go to a weekly chart. Hopefully it's not so messy. It is too messy. Let's go back to the daily. Let's just clean this up a little bit. Whoops. Let's go back to the daily. Let's just clean this up a little bit. Whoops. What is this? What is that? How did that get there? All right, let's go back to the daily. Let's just clean this up a little bit. And let's go back to a weekly. All right. How can we get an understanding of where we're at, where we're headed? Well, let's do the obvious. Let's take the most recent buying continuation, which we have in this white. Let's plug that into our buy side. Great. Let's take our higher time frame buying continuation and let's plug that in up there. Oh boy, looks interesting. Looks very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We see we are at the top of what we can call our tapered buying, our high time frame buying continuation. Now, this is a little bit of a scary sight. If we are respecting our green buying continuation, we can see that we are heading towards the top of it. Last time we headed there, we came right back. Well, let's see. We came right back down to our midterm buying continuation, but really back to our strong yellow buying, strong buying continuation. Now, this is very interesting here. Obviously, on the safe side, we're going to say that we want to take some profits here at the top of green. You want to say, look at the, the volume here. We're still pretty nice bullish volume, but obviously not compared to the large breakouts that we've had. So we're declining. Let's go to a daily. Oh, it's going to be messy. Nope. Let's go back to a weekly. Yeah, it's really interesting what we're seeing here. This is going to tell us a lot. If we do see a rejection here off of our green, more tapered buying, it's going to tell us that at the bare minimum, we're going to want to see ourselves come back down to our yellow and try and find some support here to break out of green, which we could very much and very likely see. However, if we do see that we come to yellow and start building some light liquidity here on yellow, there's all good chance we're going to come back to green here. And that's not such a bullish sign. Obviously, we're not expecting ourselves back to the 55 range. I think we're past that. We still can see ourselves come down to the 75 range, right? We're still looking at that potential tapered liquidity building there. We're all familiar with that one, right? So there is potential there. And I really, whoops, wrong button. I really want to keep track. This is a video of wrong buttons, it seems like, right? So I really want to keep track of this next few days and really maybe hours of movement. I personally, listen, I have a $75,000 or $76,000 entry here, right, from this move down. You were all a part of it. I don't really want to sell that, but at the end of the day, you take profits where profits are given to, and we're at 112, 113,000 potentially here at the green. Do I want to take profits? Do I not want to take profits and let ourselves come back down to 80,000 and then have to kind of reset? No. So there's a chance I do take profits if we do see a rejection off of green, but again, we're likely to see ourselves reject off of green, come back down to yellow and have to prove yellow over green, which is going to be quite the battle, versus coming back down for a little bit deeper of a build. You can see we're not, let's see, last time that happened. This is a bit of a scary sight for the bulls. We see last time we had a similar type of chart. Oh boy, you can see what happened next, right? Deeper. We thought this was a deep build. Then we came down even deeper. this time around, like we're not closing the cup as we did the first time around. We're actually tapering potentially on a more tapered algorithm higher up. If we did close the cup at this 108,000 level and then came down to build liquidity and break out, great. But this is a little bit different. This is a little bit scary. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to leave you with that. We'll keep posted. We'll see what kind of comes out of here. Clearly, the last time around, we rejected off of this taper and then came down to prove this taper before dumping out of green. So we have a little bit of insight prior to us making this much bigger deep down, much bigger dig down. Sorry about that. Anyway, so you see where I'm going with this. It's very interesting price action approaching. Let us be careful here. Let us not jump into long positions here, in my opinion. At the bare minimum, let us come back down to yellow in the 90,000 range. Maybe we taper down to it in the 97,000 range where there's a lot of support, and then enter long. Otherwise, there's potential here for a short. I'm not gonna lie. That's my analysis today. See you guys later. Happy trading.